Soft, eerie background train whistle fades in. Picture this. It's a cold, misty night in the Japanese countryside. Your breath forms small clouds as you stand on the platform of Otsuki Station, waiting for the last train to arrive. The station is hauntingly quiet. No footsteps, no faint echoes of past passengers, just the eerie hum of fluorescent lights overhead. For decades, locals have stared down this very track, hoping to catch a glimpse of an arrival shrouded in mystery. The midnight ghost train. Unlike any urban myth, Otsuki Station's spectral train isn't just a fictional story. Witnesses from travelers to station staff claim to have seen and heard this phantom locomotive with their own eyes and ears. They say it slips into the station as if belonging to another time or place. The air grows heavier, the lights flicker menacingly. And then, without fanfare or logic, it's gone. Visual of old train tickets and archival photos of Otsuki Station in sepia, tones flickering on screen. But what drives this legend? Is it truly a fragment of folklore, or could it hinge on something disturbingly real? The first known report of the ghost train dates back to the 1960s. A young man, heading home after missing the last official train, swore he saw an empty locomotive pull into the station. No conductor, no passengers, just the faint sound of hissing steam and creaking metal. Intrigued, he climbed on board, only to find himself standing in an eerily pristine carriage from another era. The windows fogged seemingly on their own, obscuring his view of the outside world. Moments later, he claims to have blacked out, awakening hours later at a completely different station, with no idea how he had gotten there. Hushed voice with increasing intensity. Over the years, his chilling testimony wouldn't stand alone. Reports followed, each more unsettling than the last. Cut to a dimly lit interview setup, a shadowy figure leans forward to speak. A former station employee recounts her haunting experience in whispers. "I saw it once at midnight. The train arrived. No one exited." She pauses as her face falls. "And when I rushed to confirm its departure, the tracks were empty as if it had never existed. But I know what I saw." Another account describes passengers boarding the train, only to vanish entirely. According to recovered, lost, and found items catalogued in old newspaper records, wallets and luggage belonging to confirmed missing persons occasionally turned up near the station, crumpled, aged, as if disturbed by time. Let's dig deeper. Here's where it becomes even darker. Many believe the ghost train has ties to the Hida Tunnel collapse of 1954. Over 200 construction workers tragically lost their lives in a tunnel cave-in. The railway was originally intended to continue through Otsuki to Major Junction further north, before the project halted entirely due to the disaster. At night, on the anniversaries of the collapse, locals say restless spirits entrapped by guilt and tragedy ride that ill-fated railway line. A connection never completed, but persistently lingering in the afterlife. Others attribute the sightings to a spatial anomaly known as a temporal loop. Paranormal investigators suggest that certain locations, like Otsuki Station, may act as bridges, places where time tangles, yielding glimpses of past events that replay as ghostly apparitions. Could passengers simply be observing echoes of train journeys sealed decades in the past, forever repeating? Well, speculative theories only deepen the enigma. Add subtle train wheels, squealing sound effect in background. Skeptics often dismiss the ghost train as an overreaction to Japan's deeply ingrained spiritual culture, tinged with modern superstition. However, they fail to address a consistent question. Why do so many accounts independently overlap in vivid, uncanny detail? And what about photographic evidence? Scattered photos have emerged in the era of smartphones, showing blurred, unexplainable trains on the tracks. A dimly lit carriage captured on camera that matches no contemporary style is the most widely discussed, fueling fiery debates in anomaly forums. Somber tone continues. It seems the midnight ghost train isn't merely a haunting of folklore. There's a collective unease, stoked by decades of unanswered questions, unsolved disappearances, and chilling testimonies. What if these sightings represent more than traditional ghost tales? What if they embody the unresolved grief etched into the timeline of this isolated station? Soft, whispering fade out. Tonight, if you ever find yourself stranded at a station like Otsuki just past midnight, as the swirling mist forms around the platform and the wind carries an unfamiliar whistle, would you step aboard a train headed for the unknown? As history teaches us, some journeys don't have a return ticket. Screen fades to black with the series tagline. This has been Creepiest True Mysteries. Your reality may not be as ordinary as it seems. Subscribe for more stories that chill the soul and haunt the mind.